Alright, what's up, people? I did my hair this morning to make sure I got it. So, I'm in Lyman, Colorado. I didn't get very far last night. Spoke with my homeboy, Jose, JC Elect. Um, and what's up, like I say? Getting it in, man. um, this morning, so last night, I'll tell you about last night. Tyler's video is going to be Live to See Another Day. And I'm titling that because something Trucker Bill told me. Last night I had the pleasure of talking with my boy Jose, checking on me and how things were going. And he had some epiphanies and things that he's like, I like talking to people and I listen to people, all different walks of life, whether I agree or don't agree. I like just thought processes. Like, for example, when I watch the news, some people, they go extreme Fox News, others go, I look at all of them. My allergies been kicking my butt. I look at all of them. So JC Elect, I like to call him JC Elect, but it's Jose. Him and I had a really good conversation, and he was just sharing some epiphanies that he had about certain things. And lettuce is gross looking. He had shared some epiphanies that he had about certain things, and it was interesting conversation. And sometimes listening to people, God will kind of speak to you about stuff on your own. It kind of happened during that conversation. And he's talking about writing a book, and I've been talking about writing. A friend of mine had recommended write a book, and I've got some things in my head about writing a book, helping people. That's not what this video is about, just a little rant here. But it was an interesting conversation. It's good when you're driving sometimes to talk out things, whether you agree. Like me and Trucker Bill, we sometimes don't agree. He sometimes pisses me off during conversations. But at the same time, it's good to kind of listen and talk to people and listen to what they got to say, whether you agree with them or not. It just really is. And he had some stuff I agree with him, some stuff I'm like, but it was interesting. It was a very interesting conversation. He shared some very interesting thought processes, and what I like is that he's an intellectual guy who thinks on the level he thinks. And that's a good thing, especially as truckers. People think we're dumb. We're not. We all have, there's some out here that probably are. But for the most part, you get out here, some of these truckers are quite intelligent. Some of them have some racial issues, but they think, they analyze, and a lot of times driving in solitude, you have nothing to do but do a lot of thought processes. Was that one of my companies? Yeah, one of my company trucks coming. Oh, they're going over to Flying J Pilot, it looks like. Anyway, last night I left out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. And I was talking to Jose. Jose, we got cut off because I lose signal. I told you I got this ghetto mobile. Right now I don't have signal. I have to upload this later. And as we got out, I had gotten to, what's the place called? I had gotten to coming down 70 and lost signal, but all of a sudden there's a patch of road. I started getting tired. And I didn't sleep good the day before. We were getting hit with high winds out in Cheyenne, and the truck was really rocking hard. I don't think that was what's keeping me up. I started working on paperwork, getting everything scanned. I think my mind just got busy again. And so then all of a sudden, I only got like maybe 3 hours worth of sleep. Well, in the process, what ended up happening, I ended up... in the process, what ended up happening, I ended up getting tired in parts of the road. I couldn't remember how I got there, okay? I just started blinking, like, how did I get this far? And how to get to... This is one of the reasons I don't drive on cruise control usually at night. By the time it hit the third time, I knew I had to get off the road. If you have where you see stuff in the road, like I had one time, and it's been a long time since this happened to me, where I saw a building in the middle of the road with cars going in the middle of the freeway with cars going in and out. That's black dog syndrome. It's where you're seeing something that's not real, a mirage. Or if you're driving and all of a sudden segments of the road you can't remember how you got there, get off the road. You're done. You're done. And Trucker Bill, one of the first things he told me when I first started driving, this is his philosophy: drive till you're tired, sleep till you wake up, live to see another day, and live to not kill somebody. That philosophy has truly blessed me. And last night I put it to effect. As soon as it started happening, I talked to my GPS. I won't say it because she'll go start looking. I used the VC voice command. And she went and found the closest truck stop, which was like 3 miles from where I was at the time. And so, and I put my finger on the screen because a little message came up. And so she found the closest location to where I was. And it happened to be this TA, and then there's a Flying J just on the other side. And I pulled right in here. And as soon as I pulled in, found me a parking spot, like boom, right in the front. Whipped this truck around, put it in a parking spot, and I set an hour alarm, but then when I woke up, I was still tired. So I just went back to sleep, and I figured I'd sleep, and then if I had hours left, I'd drive it. If not, I'd either do a split. Well, I got up in time with the split just coming up, started, went to the bathroom, started getting ready, and by the time I did all that, I was an hour away from a 10-hour clock, so I figured, well, I'll just stay on my 10-hour sleeper berth. Ran inside, got this sub, finishing up, and then I'll be heading out. People don't what's the word I want to use? Don't drive to get that. I have time on this load because actually I'm going to run out of hours in the middle of this load, and they knew that, so they gave me time on this load. They switched the other one off of me and gave me this one. So I'll probably end up doing a 34-hour reset here shortly. And I'll probably do that, or waiting for hours to come back. But don't push it to where I'm only 5 hours away from the pickup. I have plenty of time on this load. I'm going to go pick this load up today. I've got 20-some hours left on my, let me see here. I got 20 hours and 44 minutes left on my 70-hour clock. Let me see what I got. Any hours coming back? I still don't have any hours coming back in the next few days. 8 days. I don't have any. That's weird. None of my hours are coming back. So it doesn't look like I have any hours coming back for the next few days. I will start getting hours back. Let's see here. After 2 days from now. I should have had an hour come back. That was totally weird. But I don't have any hours coming back really. So I'll start rolling hours after that though. I think I'm starting to roll hours, so that'll work. If I can roll those hours, that'll really work. Don't put yourself in a position to have an accident. It's not worth it. It's just honest to God, it ain't worth it. Live to see another day. And actually, I just looked at this. What I did actually worked for the clock, because I had like 20-some hours yesterday, and that actually worked for my clock. So that actually worked. And I drove from what's the place called? Cheyenne to where I'm at, Lyman. And so I'll drive from Lyman down here to Dodge, pick up my load, and then I'm going to start hauling butt, heading towards the 40, and then I'll go from there. So just live to see another day, people, is my big thing to you. Some stuff is just truly, truly, truly not worth it. So God bless you. Drive till you're tired, sleep till you wake up. And that's kind of what I did, because I was going to get up and go some more, and I'm happy I didn't. I just went ahead and slept. And the way this is working out, I'm looking at my clock, and everything happens for a reason. Pleasure talking to you last night, JC. Shout out to anybody new watching the channel. Looks like we got a few new subscribers. JC and I talked a little bit about the other channel. We'll be talking more on that. Jose, JC. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I still have to get with D-Boy Stance. And then I need a flatbed person. The team drivers I was going to use were my friends, but right now some things happen, so they're not. They're working for an owner-op. And Jose did that video about the owner-ops, which was hilarious, but they ran into exactly what he's talking about, where they weren't getting paid for their expedite company. So right now I have them talking to my headhunter, because they don't have enough time for me to refer them in over here. Once they have that time, then I would refer them in over here. So hopefully they'll talk to the headhunter, and she'll be able to help them out. Jackie, you're going to be talking to Heidi, the headhunter, and she'll help you out. and hopefully that'll work out for you. And like I said, once you got your 2 years in, let me know, because this company does have slip seat. And slip seat, you're in your bed every night, depending on where you're at in the country. So you would have to talk to them and see, because I know you have a grandbaby that you're helping to rear, to see where you're at in the country, and if that works for you. If they have some slip seat in your area, I would recommend it. I mean, the pay's good, the steady work, they got me running. So, I'm getting my first check. I hope I got some money on the first check because I got bills. Because it's going to be small, because I went home first, and then I stayed home for about 2 days, left out the evening of what would have been, because I was going to stay one extra day, left out, and yeah. Anywho, y'all, be blessed.